Hi, Sandra Gerard from sandratwp.com here, and I am here to share with you about these Lunaxia nylon string lanterns. I've got a graphic up there of the lantern, but you can see the box here. It's actually a pretty small box considering that there's a string of lanterns like this inside. You can see there's no way they would fit inside that box. When they arrive, oh, there they are in our dining room. They have been so cheerful this gray and gloopy January here. But when they arrive, they come, everything is in pieces, and you can see the lanterns themselves are flat, flat, flat. I was actually surprised when I started to pull apart what I thought was one lantern. It turned out to be 4 or 5 just of the same color. That is how much they are flattened. They just pop right up. Okay, you undo each color and then you pop them up. There's some very simple and straightforward directions to follow. But basically what happens, you get it popped up and there's a plastic frame that goes inside each lantern. This section here in the middle is a clasp, and that holds on to each light. This is an LED light as it's coming off of the string. Because they're LEDs, they use very little electricity, so they're very inexpensive to run, and of course they don't get hot at all. I wanted to show you this because this was very cool, I felt. The cord does not come permanently attached to the power plug, so you have to make that connection yourself, and in fact it only goes in one way for the functioning of the lights, and they put in this feature where there's a slot and there's a part that sticks out here, so there's only one way to put it in that it will run right, and you can only put it in one way. But what's also really nice about this is the other end of the light has a receptacle like this one, and if you purchase another string of lights you can just connect it there at the end, and you only need one outlet to run it. The folks from Lunaxia also were kind enough, there's the box, kind enough to include these brass hooks for hanging. At our last house, my husband did something similar, put up permanent hooks outside for hanging Christmas lights. It made everything so much simpler and easier, and I thought it was actually really thoughtful of Lunaxia to put that in there. And here you go. Here is a picture of them all put together and all lit up. They really look nice. They're really cheerful, and they really brighten up our space inside. I can't wait to try these out in the springtime outside on our patio. And because they're nylon instead of being paper, I know that if it rains and they get wet, they're not just going to dissolve and be ruined. They'll be in great shape. So for more information, go ahead and look in the notes. I'll put a link in there and some other details. And if you need more information, there's a review on the blog. I'll put the link in there too. And thank you so much for listening.